dragging your feet.
Ho, 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 ho. Hurry up, the store's closing.
Come on. Listen, little boy, we've got a lot of people waiting here, so get going.
What do you want for Christmas, little boy?
My mind had gone blank. Frantically, I tried to remember what it was I wanted. I was blowing it.
Come on, kid. How about a nice football?
Football? What's a football? With unconscious will, my voice squeaked out.
Football. Okay, get him out of here.
A football? Oh, no. What was I doing? Wake up, stupid. Wake up. No.
No, I want an officer right undercover and I shoot you in a jet when you rifle.
You'll shoot your eye out, kid.
This is my unbiased review, and I'm like Ralphie on Christmas. I ordered this from Amazon, and I wanted it so bad. Links will be in the description below. We're going to do an unboxing of the CC battery-powered pole saw. Reach new heights with CC. Apparently, this can reach out 10 feet. It can reach out 16 feet if you're a 6-foot-tall man with a long reach. All right, let's get this box opened and check out what's inside, and let's hook it up and get it going. All right, so what does it come with? It comes with the pole, and it is adjustable in length. We have a strap, so you can attach a strap to the pole. We have a pair of gloves. We have an oil can that's empty, a brush to brush it out, and safety glasses. And I already got myself set up because I was so excited with my own oil can. By the way, they don't supply the bar and chain oil. I got the Waltz brand bar and chain oil, and I filled it up in my own squeeze bottle. Links to everything you see here will be in the comments, well, actually under the video description below. All right, so what else does it come with? It comes with, I hope it's the 4 amp batteries, not 2 amp. I'm just hoping. And yeah, these are the bigger size, I believe. Actually, it's only 2 amp. So wait, we're going to see if a 4 amp will work with this. Aftermarket brand by Shinty Yule. They make a 4 amp battery with a charger that I get from Amazon for most of my chainsaws, my mini chainsaws. We're going to check that out too. There'll be a link if it works. All right, we have the charger right there, the charging cord, instrucciones, and let's get this baby out. Okay, I just also noticed, it comes with an extra chain. Don't know if I said that before. And this is a 6-inch saw. And you can use it as a handheld model as well. And it doesn't come with the oiler from what I know from the product descriptions when I was purchasing it. Right off the bat, CC, by the way, this is like the #1 mini chain saw being sold on Amazon. Did not skimp. You can feel like I have a collection of these small saws, and this one is actually really heavy. It has a nice weight to it. And I think they take Makita style 18-volt batteries. We'll find out in a moment. But yeah, this one comes with a blade guard, which is another cool feature. It does not come with the oiler. I think I bought the last of the ones without the oiler because it was cheaper. So when I give you links in the description below, you might end up getting the one with the oiler. All right. So all right, I'm going to add links in the description beneath. All right, let's check this out. We're going to take this off, and you're going to definitely need to oil this and maintain your chainsaw. If you don't, keep oiling it after every like 5 to 10 cuts on small things, not like giant logs. This bar and chain is just going to disintegrate, and it's going to get shredded. So you're going to have to keep oiling it, and that's why I got my oil can with me. And a lot of people won't buy these unless they have what they call an auto oiler with a bubble that you press, and those things are messy. That's why I chose the one without the auto oiler because it's so easy. I'm going to show you how easy it is to apply oil to this. Let's go ahead. I got my squeeze bottle. All right, so it's so simple. Like, why do you have to keep pressing a button and it's going to sully your toolbox or tool bag? So you're just going to take your squeeze bottle, just squeeze out some oil going around the bar. And I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. And just go around it. 2 seconds. That's all it takes. It's 2 lousy seconds. I'm going to do some on the back as well because we're going to cut a limb down today on one of my trees. And we're going to turn it on to get the oil distributed. I got a 16 ounce of DeWalt chainsaw oil, and I got a 12 pack of these 1 ounce or 30 ml bottles, squeeze bottles with a screw-on lid, and just keep them in your pocket. And that's it. You don't need those stupid auto oilers that make these saws much more money. All right, so I have not charged the battery it came with. They generally come with some juice. So we're going to just put this in here and get the oil distributed on the chain. And this is hard to do on camera because people are watching. It's performance anxiety. All right, performance anxiety is a terrible thing. Yeah, it was because you people were watching. All right, so let's, they have a safety button on only one side. So if you're a left-handed person, this is going to suck for you. All right, so I'm going to press in this and then the trigger. And what's great about this is if you press this safety function button, you can let go of it once the trigger is pushed. You see it doesn't work if you don't press that? Let's see if it stops and starts as soon as you let go of the button. And it does, which is good. Full speed away. I'm going to show you something. This is the 2000 mAh battery they send you. And the Shinty tool, I call it Shinty tool, but it's Shinty Yule. They should have called it Shinty tool, is a 4 amp battery. And it works with the handheld version of the CC saw. All right, so you're going to want to get these. They're about $30 and it comes with the charger. It's equivalent to having 2 of these. So here's the pole, and what's great is it turns 360 degrees, and you can also pivot it this way, and this way. so you can actually get into the hard to reach spots. So let's go ahead and check this out. You can extend the pole. Now I will tell you, these are spring operated. So if you unclip the clip and you try to pull it out, it's going to snap back into place and you're going to say this is broken. It's because you have to tighten this little screw. These screws you see here on the pole, otherwise the clip won't hold. And don't lose this in the grass. You'll have to get your metal detector out. All right, so here's the length of it unextended. I don't know if you can see this. That's pretty long. And it's actually quite heavy without the chainsaw attached to it. But with 2 hands, it's really easy. So to swivel this 360 degrees, as this button here, you're going to push it in, and you're going to turn this, and you can turn it into all the different directions that you want to, which is great. You're going to let go of the button, and then for this, there's a button here, and you can just pivot it into different directions, which is fantastic. Fully extended, they are not lying. This thing is I got to just lock this clip in place. Those screws really help. Don't lose them. They'll fall out in the grass. And then if you have a metal detector, you'll be metal detecting it. I can't get this to shut, so I'm just going to leave it. I might have tightened this a little too much, but look how long the length of the pole is, and I'm keep going here. And I keep going. And I keep going. Do you see what I mean? Very, very, and if you have a long reach, that's going to add on like probably another 5 to 6 feet to this sucker. Okay, so common pitfalls. If you can't get the clip to close, it's because this is too tensioned and too tight. So when you loosen it up counterclockwise, then that'll shut. And then you just tighten this bolt. Keep it tightened when you're outdoors or you'll lose the bolts. It happened to me on another pole saw. So the ultimate thing for me is I want the Shinty Yule battery that's in the handheld version already to work with this pole system. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. So we're going to attach our battery here, our Shinty Yule, and we're going to attach the chainsaw. So the battery actually snapped in, but now we have to attach the chainsaw and see if it'll work with that. Make sure it's always oiled really well, almost oil slick. Okay, so we're going to slide this in, and I have performance anxiety. So it might not work that way. There we go. All right, let's see if it works with the Shinty Yule, I can never say that word, attached to it. Wow, look at this. All right, so I'm going to press in the safety and the trigger. And it does. So guys, you can get aftermarket batteries. Links in the description below. I didn't even use the original battery that came with it. So I have a very unruly apple tree, and I'll show you the problem I have with it. And by the way, if you see a lot of brush, I've been fudging around with many different brand chainsaws, mini being 6 and 8 inches. But this right here, I don't know if you can see that, it's like making the real estate last in my yard. So I want to take down this piece right here. And this is a thick limb, so we're going to see if we can do this. Wear your safety glasses and your hazmat pants and all that other jazz and your gloves. I really want this limb right here. I don't know if you can see this. This is a thick one. Look at this. All right, we'll see if the CC can do it. So let's put the camera down. And I got the pole going. Safety glasses on. Always wear your darn safety glasses. And you can play amateur arborist in your own yard or lumberjack. All right, let's, I don't even know if you guys can see this, but let's go ahead. And I'm just going to put this right there and get going. Whoa, okay. I pulled back because I got scared. All right, hold on. And the saw is stuck in the tree. I'll be right back. Okay, so this is such a large branch that, I noticed that the chain got loose. So what I did was, for you guys who don't know how to tighten the chain, was you turn this middle knob, I don't know if you can see it, this middle knob counterclockwise to the left to loosen up the guard plate. And then once that's loosened, then you turn the bottom knob with the wavy things tight, and then you check on your chain, and it's got a little give, and then you tighten the middle knob clockwise as well. All right, so now it's all tightened up. We need to clean up the rest of this piece that's stuck here. Let's go ahead and do that. And, all right, I'm a little nervous, not gonna lie. All right, so. It's done. It's done. All right, I'm just gonna clean up under here. Yep, it's done. Beautiful. Look at this. Okay, look at that. All right, with all due respect, I was very nervous. I'm a newbie to these sort of things, and it handled it quite well. Now, the chain did get a little twisted, and because I didn't know how to handle the machine correctly. Once I was able to tighten it up, I squirted a little more oil on this sucker. Boom, this giant limb. Now, I'll show you for perspective. This giant limb is now down, and now I can get rid of it, thank God. Now I'm gonna cut this piece up so I can add it to my fire pit back there with all the other stuff I've been cutting. All right, and then once I get this whole thing down, I'm going to use the handheld version right now. Once I get this whole thing down, I can clean up this limb, this cracked limb here. We'll clean it up. We'll get it closer to the tree trunk. So I want to use this tree as like sort of like a holder for my log when I try to cut it up into smaller pieces. So the smart thing would be to not cut from there first, to cut from here first to make this into smaller pieces. So let's go ahead and see how this chainsaw operates. I just oiled it again. I just wanted to get the oil distributed. Okay, so let's go ahead and see how this works on here. I want to get smaller pieces. Boom, like butter. Okay, not like, wait, did this even go through? Yes, it did. It just has a tiny little thing like that you just peel from the bottom. Let's go ahead. There, like butter. All right, so let's get the rest. And we have to make this more manageable to transport it. And there is some kick. You know, there is some kick. It happens. All right, so let's do this thick part right here. And booyah! So now I got all this stuff cut down to a manageable width and length. And now I'm just going to pull this log out and try to clean up that trunk. First, I'm going to want to cut this one in half because it's just too cumbersome to carry around. So let's just pull the phone back. And okay, here we go. You ready? I'm just going to, hold on, position the camera a little better so you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay. Boom. I got to clean up this log. I don't know if you can see it, but we got to clean it up somehow. Right there. Smooth as butter. All right, let's get this out of here. Beautiful. So now the next issue I have is these lower hanging pieces right here. So I just want to get rid of that because we can't walk under the damn tree because of it. So let's go ahead and do this one up here. And I could clean it up later. Like butter. All right, so what do I rate this CC 6-inch pole saw? I'm going to rate it a 5. You know, this isn't for lumberjacks. This isn't for people that have name brand tools that could spend $1,000 on a really exclusively like American pole saw. If you're a landscaper by trade or a forest ranger, you know what I mean? This is just great for the backyard adventurous, amateur, armchair lumberjack. And yeah, I give it a great score. Now remember, you don't need the fancy schmancy ones with the oil bubbler. Those ones leak in your tool bag and toolboxes. Just click on my link and get these little oiler bottles. You can get them in different sizes. I got a 12 pack of 30 ml, which is 1 ounce. But you can get, like if you have DeWalt chainsaw oil, you can get bigger bottles. But I have multiple saws, so I wanted to have oil for every single one. Remember, keep oiling it. If you don't oil it, the chain is going to sag and the bar is just going to turn to dust. So you want to keep your blade sharp, and you want to keep the motor from burning out. So you want to keep this well slicked. So when you're done, there's going to be a shit ton of sawdust in here. You don't want to take the brush and brush it out. Take this guide plate off, clean it out, and then you want to clean the resin from the tree off of your saw. So I get resin cleaner. It's a spray. You spray it on your power tools, and it actually you wipe off. You could just wipe off the gunk and the resin and the stickiness without harming your tool. And then I'm just going to re-oil this and blow all the dust out with my shop vac. And boom, this is ready for the next armchair amateur lumberjack session. Thanks for watching. See you guys all soon, and so long.